I could not fall asleep last night.
Me either.
You were out there doing Instagram, and I was like, Candy's still up too. I just could not. I was like, zzz. And I
Yeah.
also was like paranoid about getting the stomach flu. I was like, do I feel bad? Is that what's going on in there? I feel bad. Like, so I got paranoid, but then I was fine. I eventually fell asleep, but I could not fall asleep. Was it the fucking moon?
I don't know. I couldn't fall asleep either. And then I took a gummy and I still kept waking up.
I hate that.
And I had a dream that I forgot where I live in the dream. Not only could I not remember the house number, I couldn't remember the street. I couldn't remember what it looked like. I couldn't remember what neighborhood it was in. Like, I couldn't remember anything about how to get home. It
Oh
was
my
just
God.
all completely gone.
Okay, we should
And
break that down.
I didn't have my phone, so I couldn't call anyone.
Did you have any solution, or did you just wake up?
I just started wandering around, and then eventually I was like, I gotta wake myself up. I gotta get out of here. I don't know, like I don't know where I'm going. I'm not going anywhere.
So did you know you were asleep? You're having like a lucid dream?
It didn't feel lucid at first, and then I kept wandering around for a little bit, and then I was like, I want out of here, and I just woke myself up.
Did you know what house you were trying to go to?
Nope.
Okay.
It's like I know I was having a dream before that, and then it's like the moment that I realized that I didn't know where I lived or how to get there, it's like I also couldn't remember anything prior in the dream.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, so I was completely alone.
You have really
Consciousness, just consciousness floating around.
you have crazy dreams,
Thanks,
I
Deepak.
feel like. Thanks, Deepak. Do you want to do
Yeah, let's
a
see.
reading?
Let's see what are they giving us?
Okay. Okay. This is like generally speaking, and for this dream, a lot of times home is the self. It's part of this transition that you're going through right now. It's not literal. It's not like you can't find yourself, because there's times when you just feel lost, and people feel lost. They don't feel like they've got a direction. They don't know what they're doing. They've lost track of who they are. It's not that. It's like more like you are coming home to yourself. Oh, wow. This is like really trippy. Okay, so, all right, let me just use their words. You are coming home to yourself. The problem is these fuckers. This is a self you've actually never known before.
Accurate.
So you know how and this is kind of something I've been struggling with writing the language for this whisper training freebie, which is just like trying to get the languaging right, because the stupid chat bots will be like, you remember that connection that you used to have, or like you used to have this connection, but you don't have it anymore. I'm like, false. They probably have not had this connection. They might have had it a couple times, but they've never
Right.
felt like they've had this connection. So you've never felt like you've been home before. Yeah, you have. It's like the opposite. It's like the opposite of what happened in the dream. It's, oh my God, this is so hard. Sorry. You're wandering around because you're like finding yourself, like you're finding your home, your self home. And you're wandering around because it's like what was that? Phoebe and Friends. That's brand new information. Trying to pretend like she's surprised by something. So like for you, it's brand new information because it's just, at least in this lifetime, they're kind of specifically saying you're coming home to like yourself, but it's like you've not experienced that in this lifetime. So in this lifetime, you have been wandering around kind of lost up until now. Does that feel aligned?
Yeah. No, I would not have picked that out waking up from the dream, but when I was walking back from that meeting with Penny, I was like, I was trying to do the time math. I was like, okay, so if she doesn't open the space until the end of the month, then like that's, October, and then we've got holidays coming up, and we've got the end of the year, and then I'm going to do some traveling. And I was like, oh my God, will I even like really have much energy anchored in the space, or will I hand it off to someone else? And I felt like I was going through my habitual thing of like thinking through the stuff. And then I felt some part of me go, it doesn't matter. If it's supposed to happen, and it'll happen for you as long as it happens. And it doesn't matter. And I was like, oh, right, it doesn't matter. And I was like, who is this?
Your whisper.
You're right, it doesn't matter. I don't need to figure out everything for everybody and myself all the time. Like,
No.
and I heard dun da da da. I heard when he used to tell us like when an opportunity presents itself, just say yes.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
you don't have to
fuck
figure
it.
out all the details. Just say yes. And
Just say
if it's
yes until it's a no.
exactly. And if it's supposed to work out, it'll work out. And if it's not supposed to work out, it'll fall apart. So all you have to
Exactly.
do is like meet the opportunity.
Exactly. Because it's going to give you more information.
Yes. And it's saying yes to the things that I've asked for. Like I want to do breath work, obviously. So like I don't need to put parameters around it and disqualify opportunities because of my time math,
Right.
calendar
Because
time
you
math
have some
skills.
plans or like, right. It's like, who cares? This place could be a place you do it once a year.
Yeah. And let's talk about how many times I've had plans and they don't actually happen. So
Plans are stupid.
I
What
should
was
look at
that?
it.
What's that quote? The universe, God laughs while you're making plans. No, life is what's happening when you're making plans.
Yeah.
I think
Life is
that's
what
John. That
happens
one's
to
John
you
Lennon.
while you're busy making other plans.
Is that John Lennon?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
Life
Well,
is what
that's hard
happens.
because we're both sixes in the cardology system, and sixes like they're fucking plans.
We do.
I think it's okay though. I think sometimes you just have to have the energy there to feel like you've got like some semblance of what you're trying to do. It's probably a problem when you're attached to the outcome of the plans.
Right. Like I could trick myself and be like, the plan is that I'm not going to have a plan. That's my plan. I'm not going to have a plan. My plan is that I don't have to figure out all the details.
Yeah, that could be the plan.
We'll see if it works.
It's true though. I mean, it's sort of like that letting things arise. I remember when I was teaching Reiki for the first time, and Pamela, my Reiki teacher, was helping me. And I forget, like I had 4 people signed up or something. And then somebody canceled, or 2 people canceled, or whatever, right at the last minute. And then she's like, don't worry about it. The right people will show up. And then all of a sudden, 2 last minute people could come because you kind of really needed like even numbers and stuff. So she just was so like, don't worry about it. Like the right people that are supposed to be there will be there. And it all was like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, that is exactly what happened.
This is what happens every time. All the time.
Yes.
It always happens that way.
So we can allow it more. And you can kind of play with it, I think. At least I've done this before, or I could get better at it. It's like play with it with your day. Like if you have a flexible day, or even if you don't, even if you're at a corporate job all day, this still works. But you just like see what unfolds. Like I think sometimes what I do is I jump too quickly to try to like remedy whatever the situation is instead of just being like my old I forgot my old quote. I used to love Gone with the Wind. I know I've mentioned that on here before, and it is not PC, but I did love it because Scarlett was like, I'll think about that tomorrow. After all, tomorrow is another day. I mean, it's such a good quote, though.
It is.
Why
It's so
fucking worry
true.
about it right now? Just that's a future problem.
It is. Yeah. And it might not ever even be a future problem.
Right. It may have resolved itself by the time you really think you need to worry about it.
Totally. That's been my experience. Just these brains. They like to do what they like to do.
Well, that ties into one of the things we were going to talk about. We've got a list of things. We're not doing them all today, probably, but I think making mistakes and shitting all over yourself, I think it's kind of, it goes together.
It does. Yeah.
I always catch myself trying to say, well, I should be. No, like there is no such thing as should.
Yeah, and depending on who you read or what you think, there's also no such thing as mistakes.
Right. Right. Yeah. That was definitely coming up in that Leeharris book that I'm listening to, The Future Human, where he's talking about people that are like doing a lot of work on themselves and then thinking that they should get to this point where they don't have, I'm going to say, anything negative or anything bad happening in their life. And he's like, that's just, you're not looking at it from a soul level. The soul doesn't see any mistakes. Like, you can't make a mistake at the soul level. Like, your human can't make a mistake. Your soul would never see anything that you're choosing to do to make is a mistake, because it's all, they all just categorize it all as experiences.
Right.
So you're just having, it's just a different experience. So it's like, he's like, what happens is we really get into this punishment of ourselves and judging what's going on in our circumstances and all that stuff.
Right, because just the fact that you labeled it a mistake is judging the experience.
Right. And it kind of goes along with that, like the plans we were talking about. It's like you just are letting the plans unfold. So the mistake, quote unquote, like you're late. He goes into traffic, which I thought was really funny, because he's like, why? He's channeling the Z's, which are his guides. And they're like, why do you think you're just driving down the road and being like, oh, these people are in my way? Like,
Guilty.
they're giving us an example of something that we all are guilty of. They're like, you just, these people are in your way. Like, you're just walking down the street behind them. Like, they're not in your way. And they're just like, you can't imagine the litany of things that could have happened if you hadn't gotten stuck in that traffic. You might have avoided a whole bunch of things you didn't want to experience because you got stuck in the traffic.
Right.
So it's easier said than done, but it does help to sit there and try to remember that when you're stuck in traffic or stuck behind someone on the sidewalk.
I have gotten much better about that in traffic. Be like, I'm just going to assume that this is like saving my life somehow, keeping me from being in an accident.
I always assume when someone cuts me off, they have diarrhea.
That's also
Like, I
helpful.
bet that person has diarrhea. I mean, why else would you be acting like that?
Right. Nobody wants to shit their pants, especially in the car, because you're going to have to sit in it. So go on.
Go ahead. It's fine.
Go on with your diarrhea self.
It's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I feel like I've gotten better at kind of like trying to change the concept of should to like, what do I prefer or what do I want? Because like shoulding is like just how much protein should I be eating every day? It's like, I don't fucking know.
Who knows? No one knows.
Who knows? There's so much advice out there. I want to shoot myself.
Protein, Jesus. Sometimes, excuse me, when I catch myself saying should, I'll ask myself, why does it matter? And like, to whom does it matter? I notice that I should, when I think that I should be doing something based on how someone else is going to perceive it,
Yeah.
then I'm shoulding.
Yeah.
Because then I'm like, wait, do I really care what, my coworker from 20 years ago thinks about what I'm doing with my life? No, I really don't. So, like, what?
Right. Yeah. Like you have to catch yourself and the reason. And yeah, like sometimes you have to sit down and work on something you don't want to work on. And you're like, I should sit down and work on this. And you're like, I don't want to, but I really should. Sometimes that's the kind of should that's fine. But it's like, at least you're understanding. It's more clear. It's like just really being clear about the intention, right? You're like, it's a good red flag word because it can point out places where you're putting yourself into situations that maybe you don't really want to be in. Or you're deciding something for yourself that you really like aren't in alignment with, truthfully.
Right.
I mean, we all have our obligations, right? It's like you've got things you're doing in your life. It's like people with kids are trying to keep them alive, which I babysit for my nieces and nephews a lot. It's fucking hard keeping those kids alive. But you should keep your kids alive. I mean, you should. You also want to. But it's like if there's no, like, nothing behind it, I think. And that's kind of too, like, it's like kind of feeling into the energy of it. And we're going to be talking a lot about this in our whisper training, but it's like Candy and I sometimes like just try to feel into the energy of a decision we're trying to make. And sometimes I can just feel it like, I always picture those, I don't know what they're called, but they're balloon people that are on the side of like a car, the place where they're doing used cars. And it's
Now
got
open.
yeah, and they're waving their arms around, and it's like it just feels like the gas and the air just goes out and they just deflate. Sometimes that's the energy I feel like, oh, I should. And then I'm like, oh, and I'm like, oh, I guess not.
Right. I wonder too, this might be a good question for the bubble. I wonder how often we're using the phrase, I should, because we don't really know what to do next, or we're afraid of leaving the space open. So it's like an act of filling it. Like, oh, I should do laundry. Oh, I should clean the house. Oh, I should put my clothes away. Oh, I should run these errands.
Yeah.
Versus just being like, no, I should just sit the fuck down because I'm tired.
Right.
It's what I should do. But that feels uncomfortable.
Yeah, letting it kind of like right, because even in the energy, if you even just say the words like I should lay down versus I need to lay down. I should lay down means I should do it, but I feel like I'm supposed to be doing something else.
But
That's not the right thing. Something's wrong. But if you say I need to lay down, it's more like, no, my body's calling for me to lay down. I just need to lay down.
you were onto something right there. It's like I could see the energetic difference between the two. I'm going to try to describe what I got flashed, but I don't know if I'm going to describe it very well. When you said I should lay down versus I need to lay down, what I saw with the should was almost like a third party stepped into the picture. So it was almost like you're directing yourself, sometimes scolding yourself, versus I need is ownership, and it's like stepping into the authority of making a decision. Versus shoulding, it's like it separates us. It's almost like the negative side of the observer.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like the observer would just observe,
Yeah.
but the shoulder is judging what they are observing.
Right. Totally.
The shoulder.
The shoulder. That's so interesting. Now everyone's listening to this, they're going to be like, I said should. Which is good. I mean, it's good to pay attention to when you're saying it and then be like, wait, what do I mean? What do I really mean?
Yeah, what do I really want to do? My
Yeah,
God, you might
basically when you say should, it's like you're saying you don't want to.
totally.
That's
Yeah.
what you're saying. You're like, I should lay down, but I can't, or I don't want to. Or I'd feel guilty taking that time. Or there's some negation coming after that.
Yeah, should and but go hand in hand.
Yeah. What is that phrase about not saying but? Where did that come from? Do you remember this?
Well, it's like
Oh.
you're not supposed to apologize and say, I'm sorry, but,
Yeah.
and there's like, but shows up in a lot of different places. They're like, instead of saying but, say and.
Yeah, because sometimes the but negates the first part of what you're
Right.
saying. Right,
Like-
totally.
Like, I should lay down, and I'm going to.
There we go.
I should lay down, and I'm not going to.
And it's not happening.
And it's not going to happen.
And no way. It's a good flag to be like, wait, why am I saying that? And I think that's another thing we can get into at some point, which is because Katie and I get into the weeds on why words matter, which we will cover in another episode someday. But can I circle back to the beginning of this? I want to know why we couldn't sleep last night.
Yeah,
There you
let's
go. The
see.
bubble, 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 bubble.
Oh my God, they just flashed the 999.
I
I didn't
forgot
even,
about that.
I did
I always
too.
am
And
like, it's so stupid. I always see that stuff on the spiritual. They're like, it's a 999 portal. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
I know I do the same thing and I didn't realize it going into yesterday, but I've seen people chatting about it, and like posting about it. So they're just like, they're
No
like, yeah,
matter
yeah,
how
yeah.
stupid you think it
Right,
is.
right. They're like, yeah, 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 we get it. Like what the annoying thing is what people write about it. But the fact of the matter is there are mathematical, energetic, geometric, like whatever word you want to put on it. There are doors that open when things show up in certain frequencies and certain sequences. So like 999 is a really powerful sequence. So that's what you're sitting in. You're sitting in the frequency of the sequence, the energetic sequence.
Okay, so because September 9th, 2025, like they're like, you'll never see this again. Was one post I saw.
Well, that is true. We will never see that again, but there will be other combinations that equal a 999 probably, maybe, I don't know. There's just like the human drama, the human dramatics are amazing. Um, what they're showing is that like these things don't have to be dramatic. They really, like, more than anything, it's just the awareness helps to potentially explain what you're experiencing. So there's a lot of energy that is available. If you're open to it, it can disrupt sleep. The whole wired but tired feeling is legit. But really what you're learning and experiencing is how to exist in this new frequency. So it's like the frequency opens, or like the sequence presents itself. It's like it unlocks a door. I don't like, it's almost like it unlocks it. I don't even know how to say what they're showing me. It's like it unlocks a channel and then the energy can come in. It's like the energy washes over you. Prior to that, that particular channel is not open. So the channel opens, the energy washes over. And then it's like our system is recalibrating with that energy. So for some people, it just knocks them out. They go to sleep. They have a great deep sleep. For others, like what Laura and I experience, it's almost like this feeling of, oh my God, I'm so tired. I can't wait to go to sleep. And now I'm awake and
Yeah.
I'm not sleeping, but I'm tired, but I'm not sleeping.
Hey,
I'm
my
gonna
upstairs neighbor was up too. I was like, what are the motherfucker are you doing? It's midnight. Go to sleep. Don't you have to work tomorrow?
go sleep.
Oh, yeah.
No, so now they're showing how like the soul gets excited for the human. Like clap, clap, snap, snap. The energy's coming in. This means, like new path potential, new upgrade potential. Like people talk about how this is a big day to manifest. Like manifesting is just another way of being open to a level of possibility that you weren't open to before, or that you didn't believe was possible. That's what manifesting is. Because if you thought it was possible, you'd already have it in your life. So now all of a sudden you're like, ooh, like maybe I could win a year's worth of shoes. Wouldn't that be cool? Wasn't in my, wasn't wasn't in my line of sight 20 seconds ago, but it is now. Ooh, sign me up. So now you manifest it because it's something that gets brought forward. So these energies open doors, information comes down, new possibilities are open to you, new manifesting potentials, new opportunities like come into your awareness. That itself is super exciting. The soul gets really jazzed. The human gets jazzed. They have no idea why they're jazzed. But the soul's like, we're going to do this. I can't wait. And the human's like, shut up, soul, I'm tired.
Leave me the fuck alone. I gotta sleep.
Human meat suit has to rest. Soul, I know you don't ever need a nap. Human needs a nap.
Right. So okay, so then when you were first talking about the numbers, I was like, oh yeah, cardology. Um, so in my mind, it's like the whole universe is just mathematics. It's codes and data and it's like a giant computer kind of. So these are a sequence of numbers that are gonna kind of like you said, alter or be able to help us alter the course of the direction that we're going. So, but my question is, okay, my first question is, what's the best advice we should have? Or like, they said a lot of stuff, and like it's very vague, but is there a specific thing because they are nines? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. So
Or because
there's a,
it's the fucking Pisces lunar eclipse or whatever just happened.
oh, they're like two
Is that
different things.
related? Okay.
Two different things. Aren't tied together but can complement each other. The first thing they showed was like moving the tassel over. So 999 graduated. Every single person on this planet experiencing a 999 will be able to look at some part of their life and be like, oh yeah, I just graduated from that. I just up leveled from that. And it could be something really big or it could be something really small. Like, oh my God, I just lifted a 20-pound weight instead of a 15-pound weight. I graduated to the next level of weights. But they're like, that is universal for every human on the planet. You have graduated into something new. You're also leaving behind something old. So if we use a weight example, you've graduated to 20 pounds, you're leaving behind 15s. Obviously, that is a very non-personal example of a graduation and a leave behind. So that happens no matter what you believe. Even somebody who's like, that 999 shit is bullshit, they're like, doesn't matter, look at your life, you've graduated from something and you've let something go, like, congrats, let's be honest. What was the rest of your question? Oh, like, what does it do? So it's a graduation and it's a birth of something, like an opening for something new and a letting go of something old. Is it anything else? No, like the manifesting comes from those two things.
Yeah, and I was kind of feeling like it can start before the 999. It kind of can be churning up before that. So like if you're like, this just happened to me like 3 days ago, it's like, well, yeah, it's
Yeah.
the same thing. It's not
Yeah.
so fixed to one day. Trash. Okay, so then this is a question. Okay, so the 9th of September is the Two of Diamonds and the Jack of Spades in cardology. Would those cards, and this is kind of general for these types of portals, would those cards have any imprint on that or affect those people more or anything like that?
Oh, they really like this question. They're like, oh yeah, now you're getting into the math of it. We love it. Okay, just one answer at a time. They're like giving me multiple answers at one time. I can hear it, but it can't come out of my mouth simultaneously like that. So what they dropped in at exactly the same time were these two different concepts. One was everyone can experience the Two of Diamonds, which is like friending yourself, finding value in yourself so that you can be your own best friend kind of thing. So everyone can experience that energy of awareness, like, oh, I'm really good at blah, blah, blah. Oh, I really like that about myself. Oh my God, I'm really funny. Like whatever it is, like everybody might be having these little epiphanies through the course of 3 days before, 3 days after 999. They also are advising, this is the other thing that came in, is you could look at where those cards fall in your hand. And that would be a clue of what might feel like it got more activated. So Laura would know this better than I would, but like if the Two of Diamonds, let's say it falls in Pluto in your hand, then you might feel something related to the Two of Diamonds and also tied to your purpose. Like there might be a connection there for you. So yeah, it's really no different than any particular day, but there would be like, just look at where those cards fall in your hand, and that could give some clue as to what you personally are dealing with. And now they're showing me astrology and how, like, when you talk about houses, like something's in a particular house and it sort of lights that house up. And those particular things tied to that house might be more relevant during that period of time.
It's kind of similar to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Interesting.
Yeah, really interesting. So we are getting ready to launch our intro to cardology course where you'll get to figure out what your hand is. But I was also thinking about that Two of Diamonds. It's also, it kind of reminds me of something you said at the beginning, like the concept of a graduation. It's the Two of Diamonds people really just march to the beat of their own drummer. Like you think they're one way and then they say something and you're like, oh, that doesn't fit like your whole package of who you usually present yourself as, but they just see the world differently. So I was thinking that the graduation and the manifesting, it's like cracking something open for you to, you know how they have all that, like the online right now or whatever, the memes and shit, there's like a trend about like unhinged, like what's something unhinged that you did. It's like Two of Diamonds people can be kind of unhinged in the way they see things. So this could give you the option to be like, what if I just looked at my life like from an unhinged kind of perspective?
Totally. And they just showed me, like, if I were to look at my life that way, and that thing that you would have said, oh, that's a little unhinged, is going to be your new normal. Like, it's not going to be unhinged anymore. You're going to look at it and be like, oh my God, I would have thought that's unhinged, but now that feels like a baseline for me. Like, and that they're like, that's the graduation.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm using that word right. Like the examples of the memes, I just saw one on, it was at Sarah Blakely's, and it was like unhinged things entrepreneurs have done to try to sell their products. And they're just really funny and creative. I saw another one that was like unhinged hacks, life hacks. And this lady, I don't know, I'm assuming it was a lady, mom, she has programmed somehow the Wi-Fi shit in her house. So if the dishwasher gets finished but doesn't get unloaded, her system shuts off the Wi-Fi to her kids' devices until they unload the dishwasher. This other lady,
Oh my God, that's brilliant.
again, I don't know, I guess it was a lady, said that she started to give her cats treats at the time she needed to take her medicine so that the cats would start begging for treats to remind her to take her medicine. I mean, I was like, this is fucking unhinged, but it's brilliant. So when I'm like, usually we're like saying unhinged, you know, I think it's the right word, the way it's being used currently. It's not like
right.
That would have been crazy back then. Right. The new slang.
Okay. I like it.
I was like, these people, how did you
People are so smart.
So funny. So yeah, your life, like as a result of this experience and like whatever is coming forward for you or whatever that portal is opening for you in like 6 months from now, like write in your journal, go back and look at 999 and see what happened. And like, you're gonna be like, oh, this is my new normal. And back then I thought that was insane.
Right.
Yeah.
Totally.
Cool. That was really cool. Okay. I'm glad they gave us a balanced perspective of humans are dramatic and insane, and also they're trying to drive traffic to their businesses, which is fine. But the 999 portal is real, you dipshits. Katie and I are like, that's so fucking dumb.
Well, what's dumb is like this will never happen again. Like the energy behind that. Like, don't miss out on today. It's the most powerful manifesting day ever.
Under the moon and put your water out there and your crystals and lay down on the ground and like you're fucking missing it out on your toast. That's what I want to ask them. Like, this is what I fucking hate. Like, it's the FOMO shit that people present. Like, if you don't do this, and this, you fucking blew it. Like,
I'm so glad you asked that, because I think probably about the time that you had the thought to ask the question, this is what they were telling me. It doesn't matter if you intentionally sit under the moon, clean all of your crystals, and spend 99 minutes in an active intention-based setting meditation. They're like, doesn't matter. Shit happens regardless. Some part of you will get activated unconsciously and you will consciously open the space. You don't even have to know. They're like, How
You
many
don't
of
even
you?
have to know what it is for you.
No.
That was what I was going to ask
Exactly.
earlier. I'm like, they're giving us no direction, and they're like, it doesn't fucking matter. You don't have to know what it is. It's
It
just
doesn't matter because the direction's coming from the energies. So the direction is coming from the subtleness of the energy that's coming in, which is not yet registering in our conscious mind. So here's an example. How many of you sat down this morning and journaled something about a future-based intention, or something that you wanted to call in, or something that you wanted to let go? They're like, you're doing these things because the energy is moving you to do them.
Well, right. And like the portal's opening, the energy comes in. It's in your field. That's it. Like
Yeah.
you can't get rid of it. Sorry.
We are also math.
And so it's now in your field, your energy field. And so now it's going to like take shape the way it needs to take shape, and it's going to be there ready for you when it's time for you to access it.
Yeah. They're like,
This is how I feel.
honestly, you probably will have a better response to it if you miss out on all the people telling you what you should be doing, because you're going to be more
You
in
said
tune.
the S word.
Should. I was like, what? They're like, those people are directing you based on either what they're reading, what they're being told, or how it's impacting them personally. And while that might be in alignment for some, it might not be in alignment for all. And so the most important thing is to just follow your own intuition, your own guidance, listen to your own whisper. Like, if you feel moved to do something, there's probably a reason why you feel moved to do it. Trust that. Now they're reminding me of, I'm listening to Deepak Chopra's MetaHuman book, and it's very interesting. It is a tough listen, probably a tough read. But one of the things he's talking about is how becoming metahuman is essentially letting go, which I think we all know, letting go of that you are in any way attached to this physical vessel. You're not this physical vessel. You are consciousness. You are a part of the bigger picture. You are a part of source energy. Because you are that, there is no way you're going to miss out on any of these energetic sequences. It's not possible. You can't miss it. You're a part of it. It's just going to show up for you however it needs to show up for you, because while you're a part of that quilt, you're a unique part of that quilt. So yeah, there's no such, they're just like, FOMO is a human thing based on human desire. FOMO is not a soul thing. FOMO does not exist at the soul level. Like, your soul is never missing out. You, consciousness, are never missing out.
You can't make a mistake.
No, you can't. Okay, well.
That was good. I feel complete.
I feel complete.
I feel complete. That wraps this episode of One Card Shy. Did you love it? Leave us a review, share it with your friends, and sign up for our monthly crown straightener. Bonus, you'll get our free Claim Your Crown guide when you subscribe.
And be sure to find us on Instagram and check out our website. Both are rainworld.co. All the links are below. See you next time, Queens.